it's Kristin and happy Topic Tuesday to you. For Topic Tuesday today, we are going to talk about my favorites and fails for the month of April. Good gracious, it's almost summer. So to that end, let's go ahead and get started and we'll get my fails out of the way first. So first off, I have a couple of lip products that I purchased at Walgreens, and these are Wet n Wild Velvet Matte Lip Colors by Fergie. Well, by Wet n Wild, the Fergie line, but you know what I mean. So the first one that I have is in Pinky Candy, and while I really like these shades, I think they're pretty shades, these are terrible on the lips. Okay, so, and also, see this? This happens frequently. And they really just dried out my lips and didn't, you can kind of see that this one, the darker one in particular, applies very patchy, and while that's my hand, it does the same thing on the lips and they wear off in a very weird fashion. So I know that some people really like these, they just weren't for me, they're not something that I will continue to try to work with. Okay, so the next thing that I have, and I think I'm the only person on the planet, I really think that I am, Smashbox Photo Finish Water. I don't get it. It doesn't prime. It's supposed to be a primer. Photo Finish Primer Water, yeah. It's supposed to be a primer. I've tried it as a, after my makeup, you know, like I do with Fix Plus or with the Makeup Forever spray or whatever, to try to, you know, calm things down, you know, like powder-wise. I've tried it as a primer like you're supposed. I've tried it in many ways, and it's just, I don't get it. I don't get it. What am I missing? Because I know lots of you guys like it. So tell me what I'm missing. I don't understand. I would like to understand, but I don't. All right. So let's move on to my favorites. I feel like I have well, I guess there's only three. I feel like I had a lot of lip products. There's only three. So normally I leave those to the end. Let's start with them this time. The first one is the one that I'm wearing today, and this came in something that I got from Sephora, maybe 500 Point Perk or something. And this is the Marc Jacobs lip color in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Oh my gosh. You guys, the formula on this is so nice. The color is so nice. The wear is so nice. You know what this reminds me of? And I've not tried any of the new ones, but the original Chanel Rouge Cocos, I think is what they were. The one in Mademoiselle. That's the only one that I have. Let me check the name on it. It is, yes, the Rouge Coco. And I know that they have changed it since then. It's called a different name now, and I've not tried the new one. But this formula seems very similar to that formula, and that's been one of my favorite formulas forever. So really, really like this shade. And when I work through this, I will purchase a full size. I am going to make myself work through it first before I purchase a full size. All right, and then two other lip products I want to talk about. It's surprising to me, but I really like these. So in the past, I have not been a fan of most liquid lipsticks. The Hourglass liquid lipsticks, I didn't love the way they kind of wore off. I didn't like. The Stila Stay All Day, not my favorite by any means. But both of these I really enjoy. And I have another shade of this in a really bright pink color that I need to break out. But this is the Sephora Creamy Lip Color, I think. No, Creamy Lip Stain, number 12 African Violet. It's not a normal color for me, but I really like it, and it wears well on the lips. Again, it's one of those that doesn't, it's a stain that doesn't dry out your lips, and it wears off fairly nicely. I think the next one I'm going to talk about wears a little bit better, but it wears off very nicely. So that is the shade right there. Really pretty. And then the other one that I want to talk about is the Kat Von D liquid something. It's the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick, and this is the shade in Bachelorette. It's the only one that I have. So pretty, really bright, and this wears really well. So that is right there. Just really fun and pretty. I was intending to do a, I'm gonna get a wipe while I talk to it. I was intending to do a spring lip blush and lip blush and nail picks, but I feel like spring might be over, and for most people, It's just starting here, but so you guys have to let me know if you still want me to do that because I definitely will. Okay, I have a couple blushes that I am digging this month. One I've talked about a couple of times and one I think I've only shown in a haul. So the one that I have not talked to death quite yet is the Becca Flower Child, and that is what I'm wearing today. You guys, this, I need to turn my mirror because I feel like I'm getting, this time of morning is crazy with sun everywhere. I don't know what to do with myself. So that's what it looks like. It has a sheen to it, but not a crazy amount of sheen. Hopefully you guys can see that. Just so pretty, and this wears really, really well. I really like this blush. I'm glad that I picked this. I was going back and forth between this one and Gypsy and ended up getting this one, and I'm really happy with that. It's just it's a really pretty spring blush, probably one that I would pick. And then the other blush I've talked about quite a bit. I don't think I had this in my, no, I couldn't have because I got it in the middle of April, beginning of April when I was out in New Jersey. So this is the MAC Mineralized Blush in Petal Power. Really pretty. Now this has some serious sheen to it. So if you have some pores you're not happy about on your cheeks, this might not be the best choice. But really pretty. You know what it would be nice for though? If you had a matte blush on your cheeks and then just wanted to add something a little bit that wasn't so much a highlight, but just, you know what I'm saying? This would be beautiful for that. Really like that as well. All right, so I have some eye things. I just want to talk about, let's have a conversation about Bad to the Bronze, shall we? I had totally forgotten about this in my collection until I pulled it out to go ahead and do use it up on it, just because I've had it for so long. And I have just fallen back in love with this. I can't tell you how many times I've used this as a base and how many shadows I've used over the top of it in the past month and a half. So for those of you that don't know what it looks like, this is what it looks like. And I stirred mine up because I thought it was drying out, and it's back to being beautiful and delightful. So again, I feel like I'm swatching something the whole world has seen, but I'll go ahead and do it. Maybe it's your first time. There it is in all of its delightful glory. So I had a lot of people ask me how I stirred it up. I'm just going to grab a brush here. Like what I did to it. I just grabbed a makeup brush and I did it with my Toughest Taupe as well. I'll show you that. Nope, that's Painterly. Game. The Toughest Taupe as well. I've stirred that one up. So all I do is take the back end of a brush, stir it up, wipe it off, wipe the brush off, and that's that. So nothing too crazy there. But I can't tell you how many things I have put over this since then. So I used to always pretty much just stick with the same color family when I would use Bad to the Bronze. But when I was out visiting Laura from Vitale Style or from Laura in the Kitchen, I will list her below. She talked about or she actually had this on her eyes, I think the first day I was there, with Amber Rush over the top of it. You guys, it's so pretty. And I know I had that on in a video. I can't remember what video it is, but we all know that we love Amber Rush, right? Most people do. So that's Amber Rush next to Bad to the Bronze. I'll try to put it over here and see if you guys can see, but I mean, it is so pretty. There it is. Over that. Ugh, I mean, what? Seriously, genius, Laura, genius. So another shade that I have used it over is, or that I've put over Bad to the Bronze is Wet n Wild Nutty. Again, you guys have all seen this. I can't tell you how many of you, when I did my one shadow look, said, what about Nutty? I just didn't include it because I've talked it to death. So I didn't figure I needed to bring it up again. But so putting that over it. And my next favorite is another thing that I have enjoyed using over it. So I did a 4 Looks 1 palette on this, and that you will see either Thursday or Saturday. I think Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. And that is my Pure Minerals Secret Crush palette. And so I enjoyed using this all on its own, which is exactly what I did for 4 Looks 1 palette. As I always do, I don't use any bases. I have used pretty much all of these shimmer shades, not these 2 matte ones or not these 2 N ones, but the middle 4 shades. I've used one or all, whatever. I've used them all. That's what I'm trying to say. Over the Bad to the Bronze, and it just enhances things, gives things a different shift. I used to really use a lot of bases, and then I went away from it. Like I have a lot of shadow sticks and that sort of thing, and then I kind of went away from it and was just using shadows, and I just have enjoyed, you know, I've enjoyed having that on my list of things to use up because it's fun to see what I can put stuff over. Okay, I'm really talkative today, so I'm gonna stop now. One thing that I did want to mention that I had forgotten to talk about in the actual 4 Looks 1 Palette video that you'll see on the Secret Crush palette from Pure is that it came with a brush just like the Soul Mattes one did, and this is a really good brush. I mean, most brushes that come in palettes I chuck. I have kept both of these. It's very nice. You can do almost your entire look with it. You'd have to squeeze it a little bit if you're going to put shadow beneath your lower lash line, but I could do a whole look with that if I wanted to. So, really nice brush. Last sort of beauty thing, and then I have a couple of randoms for you, is Prada candy. Prada candy? Yes, Prada candy. I really like this. A friend of mine had given it to me that didn't like it, and I love it. I've worn quite a bit of it. I think it did not have this much gone when it was given to me. So I just wanted to kind of mention this definitely has a little sweet to it, but it's a little bit of coming into warmer weather. I think it probably would be a nicer one for people that like to wear more deep stuff at night, but want something not quite as heavy at night during the warmer weather. Anyway, I really, really like it. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Okay, so for those of you that have been around a little bit, you guys probably know that I really enjoy music of many different genres, all the way, you know, from classical to country to top 40 to whatever. I like tons of different kinds. And there's a YouTube channel, and I guess I don't watch any of those. Like, I don't think they were on The Voice. It was a group, but anyway, I know they were on some kind of show, so you guys probably know who they are. It's a group called Home Free. And they tend to do more country stuff, and they have a YouTube channel. That's how I found them. Apparently, actually, they're going to be a Country USA, which is a big thing that happens here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. But I think they're like on a Thursday at 4 or something. I don't think I can make that because, you know, I have to work. But really, really love them. They have a YouTube channel. They put out good content, regular content. I will link them below. Check them out. They're really fun. They did a really funny version of that. It's all about the bass, out the bass, no trouble, whatever. They did a funny version of that. I just really like them. So I thought, they have no idea who I am, obviously. So I just thought I would go ahead and tell you guys about them, and I'll link them below. Go check them out. Tell them I said hi. Tell them I sent you. They're just really, really fun. And I actually have left a few comments below their videos, and they don't always respond, but they do respond to comments, which I find doesn't happen a lot in, you know, in music usually, because they're usually a bit bigger, the other ones that I watch. I can feel my necklace is all askew here, but so they're really fun, very, very talented. I hope that they end up doing really big things because I really enjoy their sound and their blend, and I know that 2 of them are brothers, but the rest of them are not, and I really enjoy them. So thought I would mention that. And then the last thing is also music related, and that is Walk the Moon. They have that song that is called Shut Up and Dance. I'm sure most people have heard that. And so I liked that so much that I actually went to iTunes and bought their album and really enjoyed the whole album. I feel like they have a little bit of an 80s vibe, which is probably why I like them. But anyway, just thought I would mention that if you like the song Shut Up and Dance, you might enjoy their whole album. So there you go. Those are my random favorites. And I was going to bring a coffee in here, but I forgot to bring one of my K-Cups home. But I will just quickly mention the Gloria Jean's Brown Sugar Cake Coffee. My friends. It's really good. It's kind of like you're having dessert. I mean, so you kind of feel like you're having dessert. And it makes, I was going to say it makes your office smell delicious. Because I brew it in my Keurig in my office. It does have caffeine, so it's one that I only have every once in a while, and usually in the afternoon if I need a little pick-me-up. It's one that I will have. Generally, as you guys know, I'm more of a decaf girl now, but at any rate. Okay, that is the end of my favorites for April. I hope that you guys had a great April and that you are raring up to have a really good May. Summer's going to be awesome. I am convinced of it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.